Hello to everybody. Today I'm talking about the quality of relationships between parents and children. For our parents, we will be forever their children, no matter what age we have. In astrology, relationships of affection, love, and compassion between parents and children can be seen by analyzing the fourth house of the children's natal chart and the fifth house of the parents' natal chart. Here you have some information depending on the zodiac sign in which the fourth house and the fifth house of your natal chart. So let's start with Aries ascendant. For Aries ascendant, the fourth house, child's natal house, it's important because it's possible for parents' attitude to give the child a rebellious tendency and a revolt to the home and to leave the family early in the desire to become independent. And to be independent in this world of permanent changes is not so bad. It's really a great skill. The fifth parent's natal house in Aries. It means that the parents want kids to perform in areas where competition is high, including sports. Communication is very straightforward between child and parents. Taurus. If the fourth house chart of the child is the Taurus sign, then relationship with parents are full of affection and full of good mood throughout the entire life. If the fifth house of the parent is in Taurus, then this native can have many children, beautiful and healthy, and they will succeed in life and bring joy to their parents. Gemini. If the fourth house of a child is in the Gemini sign, this is more a mental relationship between parents and children, and much emphasis will be placed on communication and exchange of ideas. However, children who are curious about the wishes they get out of their parents' home as soon as possible to get to know the world and the opportunities. If a parent has the fifth house in Gemini, this parent will have intelligent, curious, and eager travelers' children. It is not excluded that they are twins in that family. Cancer. If a child has Cancer in their fourth house, parents are quite dominant and possessive, and there is a risk of creating a child's addiction throughout their life. There is an excess of parents' parenting in how their child is treated. If a parent has fifth house in Cancer, then they may have many children and they will protect them with much affection and understanding. Children should be encouraged to take the initiative and deal with crisis situations in order not to create dependencies on their parents. Leo. If a child has Leo in his or her fourth natal house, this child will have a family that will offer all the comfort, and the parents educate their child in a profound sense of property and family inheritance values. It is not excluded that at least one of the parents is a teacher or with a special pedagogic talents. If a parent has fifth house in Leo in its natal chart, it means that their children will receive the best education to be able to access in their adulthood to a life full of luxury and glamour. Children are talented and very creative. Virgo. If a child has in fourth house Virgo sign, it means that parents have an austere approach to life, which they want to impose to the child. Unfortunately, the child will only feel constraint and limitations. Parents are unlikely to offer a warm and welcoming atmosphere because they think that feelings are and affection are weaknesses, not qualities. If a parent has fifth house in their natal chart, their child can take on certain obsessions from parents, excessive desire for order, discipline, and clearness. It would be great if parents would encourage their children to express their feelings and learn to fight with their rights. Libra. If a child has Libra sign in its fourth natal chart, parents can offer to the child a happy childhood and all the necessary encouragements to have a beautiful life. If a parent has fifth house in Libra, children are beautiful and have artistic talents. Parents will involve their children in many creative activities that involve socializing and meetings and all kind of parties and activities. Scorpio. If a child has his fourth house in Scorpio, the greater influence will be received from the opposite sex parent. Relationships with parents improve, especially when the child becomes adult and can understand better certain aspects of life. They offer everything to children, but they also have the rights demands. If a parent has fifth house in Scorpio, the parents are quite possessive with their children, but also they will leave them an inheritance built with perseverance and patience. Children will have the ability to make a living in their life. Sagittarius. If a child has fourth house in Sagittarius in natal chart, the relationship with parents can bring the children's luck and wealth and the child's desire to develop harmoniously by in studying, traveling abroad, and attraction for knowledge. If a parent has fifth house in Sagittarius, their children may be encouraged to become athletes or to develop artistic talents, but neither travel abroad is discouraged. And also to travel abroad, to be a nomad. Capricorn. If a child has in fourth natal house the sign of Capricorn, parents may have financial problems. The attitude of the parents is rather cold and restrictive to their own child, and the child will want to grow faster to improve his situation, especially through a lot of work and perseverance. If a parent have fifth house in natal chart in Capricorn, their children will feel like in the army. A little relaxation would not hurt, but here teamwork is needed. Children will be disciplined and organized, but it's good to be encouraged to develop their emotional side too. Aquarius. If fourth house is in Aquarius in a child natal house, parents may have an unusual approach to the methods they apply to educate their child. They place a special emphasis on independence, freedom, and openness to the world. Parents treat their children as an equal and even as a friend. If in a parent natal chart the fifth house is in Aquarius, these parents will have original children with special abilities and talents, and the children will not need much help from their parents. Pisces. If a child has fourth house in Pisces in natal chart, There is an intense emotional bond between parents and child, even if they are not together. The bond is deep and does not necessarily create an addiction. If in a parent natal chart the fifth house is in Pisces, it is not excluded to have children from unofficial relationships or from a secret relationship. Children are creative and talented in the artistic field, music, dance, painting, and they have attraction for spirituality. These are general features and matter a lot what planets are being placed in these houses. For additional information, questions or requests for personalized analysis, read about my services on my website goforastrology.com. Bye bye.